Now, a Tennessee high school has revised its field trip policy after some parents complained about a recent excursion to a mosque and a Hindu temple. Now, students from the Honors World Studies program at Henderson High School were doing a 3-week course on world religions, but apparently did not have time to visit houses of worship from other religions. Now, after some parents complained, the district released a statement saying, in part, quote, "Our district has reviewed the practice and decided to eliminate field trips to religious venues from this class as it does not provide equal representation to all the religions studied in this course." This decision was made due to the fact that equal representation in regards to field trips for all religions studied in the course is not feasible. Now, the school also pointed out that the trips were not mandatory, but students who did opt out would have to write a paper comparing the religions instead. And here with this and much more from Fox News Radio, Todd Starnes. He's been reporting on this story. I don't blame the parents for being mad. Tell us about it.
Oh, no, they're very upset. This parent reached out to me, and they decided their child was not going to go on this field trip. They were going to go to the Islamic Center of Nashville, and they were also going to go to a Hindu temple where they actually meditated. They had the children meditate, and at the mosque, they heard readings from the Quran, and then boys and girls in this 9th grade class were given copies of the Quran. But, Sean, what I think is even more disturbing is the assignment that was left behind. This is the assignment right here. I have a copy of it. They called this Fair and Balanced, a study of the religions. They had 1 page about Christianity, 2/3 of a page about Gandhi, and 5 pages about Islam, the Prophet Muhammad, and it was called Religious Tolerance in Islam.
Explain what do you think this is indoctrination? What are they trying to say here? Why is there the discrepancy?
Yeah, well, the parents certainly believe it is indoctrination. And, Sean, I've had many people reach out to me on my website, toddstarnes.com, and they say this is happening in their classrooms, in their textbooks, that their kids are being indoctrinated. They're shoving Christianity out of the public school system, and they're inviting Islam in.
What is the motivation here? Because I know there's a fear to take on radical Islamists. Now, right. I argue, Todd, that we're going to look back at this era in history, and we're going to refer to this as the rise of radical Islamists. That's my take. And you can see it in Egypt, the Middle East, North Africa, and everywhere. I think we'll look back and say it that way. There's a reluctance to talk about radical Islamists, but there's a desire to just talk about Islam in a way that shows everyone this is a peaceful religion. Why not both?
Sure. It's a great question. Look, the document that this child had to study, it says that that Muslims treated their conquered people better than the United States treats minorities. This is in the document. This is in the document. But there's also something else. Who's
teaching this?
Look, this is being taught in world history classes all across the country. But there's another component to this, Sean. In 2011, the ACLU got involved in a very big battle over religion in Sumner County schools. And they specifically said, and I have a copy of this press release from the ACLU, they say that students cannot take field trips to religious venues.
Yeah.
What do you call a mosque?
What would have happened if they went to a Catholic church, Christian, Baptist church? What would have happened?
Sean, I'd bet you a jug of sweet tea that's not going to happen. But by golly, they're going to take the kids to the mosque.
Where did you grow up? A jug of sweet tea? Where did you grow up?
Hey, I'm a Memphis, Tennessee boy.
I was going to say, so this is happening in your backyard in Tennessee. Is this totally stopped now, or are they just going to work through the indoctrination using tests like you just showed me?
I suspect they're going to go back and revise this policy. Field trips, they're done. They're not going to do that anymore. But the bigger issue is, what are the students being taught, and what do the textbooks say?
All right, Todd Starnes, Fox News Radio. Good to see you, my friend. Appreciate it.